5 anime games that flopped. Now, for years, anime has been in a slum state, but the games they're releasing just don't cut it. For hypes, don't add any value or anything revolutionary to the anime space. The games, I feel like, are only hyped and played because of how good the anime is, not how good the game. So, here are 5 animes that edge us. Number 5, Attack on Titan Wings of Freedom. Now, when I heard Attack on Titan had a game, and it was good enough for them to remake it and do a part 2 to the game, I went fucking ballistic. I was like, there's no way in hell this isn't the greatest anime game thing. But no, it feels like someone gave the Krabby Patty formula to Kamala Harris. I mean, what the fuck is this? You had fucking gold and you decided to get a grinder and grind it and grind it and grind that bitch to the grave. I mean, Jesus. You had gold and you turned it into stinky moldy cheese. This game is bad. Let me tell you why this game is bad. It's such a great idea. It's like, who doesn't like to swing around and just kill a bunch of big fuckers, right? I mean, like, who doesn't want to feel like a fucking spider for a minute and just jump on people's necks and shit? Man, this is what every bug thinks when you walk in the room. This fucking image right here. Just boom, boom. I am gonna kill you with my shoe. Fucking terrifying, bro. Man, we gotta get, BLM. Bug Lives Matter. Let's start that shit, man. I don't think that can get trademarked. So, in a game where you could wish around like Levi, the movement and everything is like satisfying and entertaining. The gameplay is not bad. The mechanics aren't bad. How the fuck is the game bad? Well, it's $39.99 for a 4-hour game and literally nothing burger. It's like most anime games. You relive moments that happen in the anime, which I find never really works. But despite the movement being satisfying and like entertaining, and the concept being cool, everything else about the game sucks. The story is literally clips taken from the anime. There's no story. Let me just tell you, there's no story at all. There's no main character because you're constantly switching between Mikasa, Eren, Armin. There's like fucking 10 characters you can pick between. It's really stupid, man. I mean, there's no end goal, there's no main villain, there's no plot. It's like you don't even know what the fuck you're doing. You're playing the game, you don't understand what you're doing, and no, you do understand what you're doing, because all there is throughout the 4 hours of the game, you only do one thing. There's only one thing in the game you can do. That's what every mission has you do, that's what everything has you do. Swinging around and killing fucking titans. That's the game. That's all you do. Every single mission, all you do is kill a titan. There's nothing else. There's no like ride a horse to this. There's no like open world travel here. And every single mission, and every hour of the game, and every second, you're killing a titan or you're in a cutscene. That's the whole fucking game. There's nothing else. No. Go look. There's nothing else. I don't know how long I spent. I mean, you can go watch yourself. It's a 4-hour game. There is nothing else in the missions or in the game other than killing the titans. All you do is swing around, hop on his neck, kill it, or chop it up, go to his leg, chop off his leg. It's the same shit every fucking mission. It gets boring to watch it, let alone play it. Like I said, the missions are boring. The titans you are fighting, it's like some season 1 fucking boomies they just picked up off the street. I mean, these guys are fucking nobodies. I've watched Attack on Titan twice. I don't even remember half these fuckers that you're fighting. It charges you $40 for 4 hours of absolute poop. You don't get no cool multiplayer game like you pick a Titan, you know, fight other Titans. You don't get. It's just 4 hours of swinging around and killing fucking Titans. That's the game. That's what you're paying for. The sickest, toughest thing they added was when you could turn into a Titan as Eren. Now, when you get to turn into a Titan, it's the funnest fucking thing. That right there is worth it. Not 40, but at least a good, 15 ball. It's so sick. You get to just go around as Eren and kill other Titans and be a badass. And the movement, the fighting, everything is so sick about it. Even the no movement and fighting. I just wish you added something more than movement and fighting, because that's the whole fucking game. And it just looks cool. It doesn't even look that fun after an hour. Literally. Man, to wrap it up, Attack on Titan Wings of Freedom had a lottery ticket, and they invested it in space, moon, and fucking lit it up into the atmosphere. I mean, it's not just like the money they fucked with, but it was like our hearts, our trust, like our hope in the gaming industry. I mean, who the fuck will look out for us if not the gaming industry?
Drink a freaking cranberry juice!
4 hours of the same thing, the same mission, and it gets boring after like 15 minutes. The cutscenes are long and it looks shit. And let me just put it this way if you're still thinking about buying it. It's $39.99 for uncreative gameplay, right? You don't do anything. You don't have like no sick multiplayer. While there's a free mobile game that you can download right now on your phone on the App Store. I don't know if it's on Android, but it's called Titans 3D that offers you the exact same fucking thing, word for word, for free, and I would rather play Titans 3D. It's a 3D game where you swing around and kill titans, but in Titans 3D, it's first person, and it actually, like, I swear, it's funner. It's funner. You would have more fun playing Titans 3D. You would have more fun playing Logan, spending 40 fucking dollars on Logan Paul's Crypto Zoo, and having more fun play that. Cause trust me, it's the same fucking formula. A bunch of pictures and nothing. Number 4, Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash was the first game out of the Jujutsu Kaisen series. Maybe the most hype pile of dog shit can get. I mean, I didn't know you could take a fucking crap and then associate it with your fiance and then suddenly it's worth gold! Can someone fucking tell me this? Jesus, I'm fucking always late to the party. Jujutsu Kaisen proves that no matter how talented you are, as long as you leech off something else, you'll be fine. I couldn't believe that the first Jujutsu Kaisen game was Storm 4, but as a picture book. I mean, well done, lads. You've managed to pull off the ultimate stinker and leave the room. A very underappreciated move. The game is bad because combat sucks, makes the worst cutscenes I've ever seen, it's boring and shit, it's uncreative, wish you could play, it's lazy, the game's terrible, it's fucking screenshots taken from the anime. I mean, I feel like Moist Critical said it best, it looks like a Roblox Storm 4 game. Like most of these games, there's no fucking story, it's just cutscenes that look like screenshots taken from the show, and then combat is uncreative, and it's honestly worse than most anime games. Combat zone, and then your only fucking friends are square and triangle, and then maybe like fucking else. The combat is so uncreative. The animation doesn't look good. The story is lackluster. And I've looked into multiplayer, and it seems like the only thing there is are 2v2s. Basically, you and your friend PvP another 2 people. I mean, I wish I could say more in the game, but there's literally nothing to talk about, because there's nothing in the game. It's cutscene, fight a special grade, cutscene, 2v2 with your friend. If you don't have a friend, squad up with a fucking random fucker, probably AI on the street. Man, if you like brainless fighting games, this isn't for you. Because it makes those games look like Elden Ring. It's $40 and truly you're better off taking a trip to Logan Paul's Crypto Zoo than even entertaining this. Trust me, you'll have more fun at Logan Paul Zoo. Bad combat, bad game, bad story. Everything about the game was bad. I couldn't find literally anything fucking good. It's just a downgrade. A very, very, very massive, 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 massive downgrade of Storm 4. And that's saying something because Storm 4 is not a fucking, you know. Number 3. One Piece Carnival. Now, a lot of you don't know this game, including myself, until I researched this video. I mean, how could you? Some of you have never even seen Nintendo, let alone was alive in 06. And where if you were alive, I don't think you played this. Maybe you got tortured to it, but I don't think you willingly played it. One Piece Carnival has the best idea ever constructed. They were gonna make Mario Party with One Piece characters. Genius! Probably the greatest and only game you can make a Mario Party game. Now you might be wondering, how could this fail? I mean, is this an adventure game with minigames? The minute you buy this game, you are subjected to brainwashing and brain tampering that makes you unable to comprehend the anal tug Hand Inc. just gave you. Hand Inc. are the developers of One Piece Carnival. They were able to find a way to make every minigame bad and soul-scorching. Each minigame is so boring that it makes Tetris look like a Vietnamese porno. Something out of this world. The minigames consist of digging, fighting on a boat, card tic-tac-toe, and shooting a cannon. It feels like each minigame mode gets worse. The loading times take forever. You're bored before you even load up. I mean, if Hand Inc. didn't try to milk Odo for what they can, they would have made a great fun party game. That would have been on this list. But man, niggas are paying $40 for a shitty board game. Number 2, Black Clover. Now I can understand why Black Clover gets a game. I just don't understand why it still gets to be a game. I mean, look at it. You want to play this? It takes the same formula that Jujutsu Kaisen used with Google Slides, anime picture book style, and does it worse. Black Clover's game literally takes clips from the animes Not even screenshots or animated versions of it. Literally clips from the anime and uses it in the game. They tell the story with clips from the anime. I mean, you could have fucking hired that fucking guy on fucking, what's his name? Fucking Moose? The guy who's selling the fucking, the clip shit, the bullshit clip shit. He just says, yeah, I clip all day and fucking make billions of dollars clipping other people. Copyright, nothing. I love you, Moose. Please clip me. I want some clout. Actually, no, I'm serious. I love clippers. All you clippers, I don't give a damn about copyright. Clip me now! The story in the Black Clover game is told by clips in the anime. It's like literally clips and then random screenshots that come out of fucking nowhere for no reason. It's so ugly. I mean, whoever approved this game release needs a serious sanity check. I mean, even Helen Kenner can fucking look at this and say, oh, what the fuck is this? Not only does it play bad, it looks bad. I mean, the animation looks like an old 360 game, which can be fire in some cases, but not this. It literally looks like a remastered 360 game. Fighting isn't special either. It's just the same basic shit you see everywhere. The story is horrendous. Looking at the game, I couldn't find like one main like super badass villain than Mars, like the guy from the Diamond Realm. God, bro, it's been so. I haven't watched Black Clover since they stopped it. I don't even know when she's coming back. It's been like fucking what, 2 or 3 years? Jesus, I mean fucking where are you, man? Black Clover Quartet Nights. I didn't think I needed to include the fucking name of the game. I mean, you could search up all these games, just search up the name of the anime game, and they'll fucking pop up. But spoiler alert, if you haven't watched Black Clover, it's not like a big spoiler. I mean, you see this shit on episode 60, but if you haven't watched Black Clover, skip like 20 seconds ahead for me. Appreciate it. You don't get to go into demon mode with Austin. I was looking. It seems like the game was made before demon mode, bro. It feels like there's no sick villains you fight. You're just going around fighting like rocks and shit. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get the villains. There's no like elves or like, you know, like anything. It's like, who the fuck are we fighting? What's the story here? It just feels like each of these anime games, you relive fucking moments in the anime, and it's like you've already seen it in the anime, and they just do like a fucking watered down. I don't know, man. It's like fucking what they're calling it, man. You want to go raw? What is this? Fuck the consequences. We want to go raw. I don't give a fuck how much money you spend on it. I don't give a fuck how much lube you put on it. Make a good game. Jesus, what is this? Bro, it's like, it's just like, it's the same thing with Jujutsu Kaisen. You have 2 big animes. I'm pretty sure this is the first anime game in the series. I don't know if it is or not. Y'all let me know, but the reality is it's not on the list. It's the biggest anime flops, and these games flop. You don't even know about these games, most of you. You shouldn't know about these games because they're so bad. You don't do anything in these games. You do the same missions over and over again. I was looking at multiplayer. Multiplayer doesn't seem fucking anything. But it's number 2 on the list because Black Clover is such a big anime, it's such a good anime, and you did the first game like this. Like, I'm not even gonna look at the second game. I'm not even gonna entertain it. Could be like, it's just bad, bro. I feel like you're dying off the hype for like the second game of the series because of how bad the first is, and this picture book shit never works. I don't know why Jujutsu Kaisen tried to copy fucking Black Clover. It just feels like you got a bunch of fucking kids in a sweatshop and told them learn how to animate, and then boom, voila. It just looks like a JE 360 game. The movement is bad. The animation is bad. I mean, the fighting looks boring and fights boring. It's just repetitive. I mean, the moveset doesn't really vary. They're fighting rocks throughout the whole fucking thing. It's like, okay. And then I don't know, man. I don't really like it. It's not a fun thing. It's a huge letdown for Black Clover. Probably the biggest letdown I had on the list. Because I was thinking of having like the top 5 biggest anime games you don't know about. Looked in the Black Clover. I was so disappointed, man. And now, for the finale, the biggest flop in anime game history. Now we've had some shitters over here. Oh my god, we've had some shitters. But now we have the ultimate shit. A shit that only happens maybe 1,000 years in a man's bloodline. A shit that could fucking soak up the Mariana Trench. A stink that can make all deodorants turn into humidifiers. Unworkable. Theophilus, most disgusting, horrid, fucking stinker you've ever seen! Jump Force. The biggest flop. maybe in anime history, not even anime game history, Jump Force. For all y'all who never got the quality of buying Jump Force and getting clickbaited into buying it like me as a kid, you are the chosen one. Or the chosen ones. Maybe I mean, Jesus, it feels like everyone was buying the game. It might only be one person in the world who doesn't have fucking, or who's an anime fan who doesn't have Jump Force was such a big game. I think Jump Force might be the biggest game on the list. And the thing is, it actually had like a career for a bit. But I don't think anyone get it. It's not even me. Everyone knows how shit Jump Force is. So let me bring it back for all y'all who don't know what Jump Force is. Jump Force is pretty much a game of every shonen anime, not shonen. Pretty much most of the big animes, you have all the anime characters you have in one game. So it was a fighting game with Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, My Hero, fucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Black Clover, even Death Note. I mean, every fucking, like, so many characters in one game. And for, like, a while, it was actually a big-ass game. But how was it a flop if it was a big-ass game and it did successful? And it was obviously able to get all these anime characters in one game. Get it on PlayStation, like, all that shit. Well, for one, it's a flop because the game is not even around anymore. I checked back probably a couple months ago on Jump Force. Jump Force has been wiped off of, like, everything. You can't even buy it. You can't buy anything on the game. All the buyable shit is gone. You can't play online. There's no one in the lobby. It's nothing in the game anymore. But before, there was nothing in the game. I call Jump Force the ultimate edge because it's like you're about to bust and then they just fucking put like a fucking mousetrap on your cock. I mean, it's like, what the fuck? When you first buy the game, you literally see every character. You don't even need to worry about that. I didn't even look back into the game. I just had a friend had it. I saw it. I've literally had friends. I was like, fuck yeah. And the movement, the fighting, you get to make your own character and like have all the abilities from all those animes in that character. You can customize the character with all the shit from all those. Like, it's actually such, like, if they did it well, it would have been a great idea and a great game. But this is what they did with Jump Force. It was basically one lobby. You got into the game, into a story. I don't remember what happened. Like, Vegeta and all these people, their bodies were getting taken over. So this is the good thing about Jump Force. Compared to the other ones, they actually had like a story. Its own little story. It wasn't like, because you can't fucking just take a bunch of clips from all these things. But the story was honestly worse than all the other stories I just showed you, which is fucking saying something. Like, in each of these story games, you don't do anything but one thing. You fight someone random in the animes, and then you beat their ass, and then they join your team. That's what happens with each character. You beat someone's ass, they join your team. You basically free them from the fucking mind control, woo, possession, woo, and then boom, they become your best friend. Bow to you for life. The only good thing about Jump Force is all the fucking different animes in the game. There's nothing good about the game. They don't do anything better than another anime game. They don't, like, add anything crazy to the anime space. They don't do anything. They just make a shitty fucking fighting game. Then honestly, the fighting is so boring. I'm telling you, Jump Force is a game that you cannot play for more than 10 minutes. And if you're playing it for 10 minutes, you better hope it's with like one of your friends. Because if you're playing online, that's miserable, bro. I feel bad for you. There's nothing fun in the game. They just take each one of your favorite characters from each anime, and then they just completely fuck them. Like, I mean, it's just terrible. I mean, imagine like it's like someone make like a fucking plate with all your favorite foods, and then they just took a shit on it. I mean, come on, have some proper etiquette. These guys are fucking assholes. They are the worst possible people to develop this game. I mean, I don't know how they got each anime, but god damn, they really they should have gave it to someone else. Because I feel like a game like this needs years of development, years of fucking, like, alright, what we're gonna do, this, that, like, good animation, good that, like, a story that actually, like, makes sense. Maybe make it open world or some cool shit, some bunch of game modes. But it just feels like Jump Force feels like a beta game that never went to alpha. Nah, you know what it feels like? It feels like a crypto scam. They promise you the greatest thing ever invented. Like, oh, holy shit! Disney World for dogs! And then you go there and it's just like a fucking foreign exchange student with a mailman costume. I mean, come on. They really did not care about making this a good game, and it just shows. Each update they had was just cosmetics. They never like had an update that drastically changed the game. It was just all cosmetics and some characters. But in Jump Force, it's literally the multiplayer is a 2v2, right? I mean, not a 2v2, a 3v3. You pick 3 characters, the other guy picks 3 characters, and then you fight them. And then it's just like it's just really like a bad fighting game, bro. Because the movement is good, the fighting is good, it's fun. It kind of reminds me a bit of like Xenoverse and like Shinobi Striker, which is good. Those are good animes to take movement from, because those are fun and like not creative, but they're fun. And they did that, and they did a lot of good stuff in the thing. But it's such a disappointment because you add the most people onto it. You had the most people putting money into it. You had DLCs that people were paying for. You actually had people paying for the shitty game. Everyone knew it was shitty. The only reason people stayed with Jump Force was the hope that they would fix it to something new, something better. I don't doubt that there's some people that actually had fun playing Jump Force. I just doubt if those people have a brain. In Jump Force, it was basically all you could do with mission. And the game is done now, but you can go back to the game right now in Jump Force and it'll be the exact same game. What I mean is you can still do the missions, you can still do the actions against CPU, and you're not playing against actual people. And it honestly makes no difference. It makes no difference. It's just a bad game, because the only time I really feel like you could have fun playing Jump Force is if you have like a friend at your house and you're just fucking around for 20 minutes. Because that's as much Jump Force as you would take. I swear, every time I played Jump Force, it was 2-3 matches and I got up. I think the most I could ever do was maybe 6. You cannot play this game for 3 hours. You cannot play it for 2 hours. I will fucking, I don't know how you're gonna prove that, but if someone can prove that they played fucking Jump Force for 2 hours, I'll throw you a foul ball and a pack of chew. Honestly, that would have been a great promotional piece for Jump Force, you know, like, throw you $5 and a pack of chew if, you know, just play this shit. Basically, the only thing in the game to do is you run around, you fight someone with no, like, correlation, no stories, just, like, throw you in a fucking thing and, yo, I don't know, if Jesus style, fighting the fucking Prime Minister of Taiwan and you're fucking Goku. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It just throws you in there and someone's possessed and then you beat their ass. There's so many reasons why Jump Force was the biggest flop in anime game history. I mean, there's no way in fucking hell if you took out the anime part of Jump Force that this game would sell more than 1,000. I doubt there would be 20 people on the goddamn game. There's nothing to it. It's just a bunch of anime characters in a shitty fucking lobby, and it's like, yo, you want to fight fucking Goku against Boruto? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. And it's like, yo, my character just came out of fucking nowhere, and then suddenly he's beating people that Goku, Luffy, and Naruto can't even fuck with. Jump Force decided that they were losing money because their game sucked, and instead of adding anything new to their game than 2 fucking game modes that were absolutely fucking soul-scorching, they had a DLCs like Bakugo and fucking Law to make you spend money, and I actually spent money. I bought Law. Jump Force is basically just a game with nothing to it, just anime characters. It's like, I don't get it at all. I mean, you can play the story 50 times, you won't get it at all. You can fucking study the game for 50. The guys who developed the game, I don't think get it at all. I don't think anyone gets the game at all. When are we gonna start suing like gaming companies for like obvious rug pulls? Because this is bullshit. I mean, this is exactly the fucking definition. There's nothing good and 100 things bad. That's Jump Force for you. This is what I think Jump Force mindset was. They already put a shit ton of money into getting all the animes into their game, but they didn't want to put a shit ton of money into making their game actually good. It feels like a beta game that never went to alpha. I mean, it's just like, let's put the game out there and then, you know, let it ride. It's just so retarded. I mean, if you don't put gas in the boat, eventually the boat will sink. Or do boats? No, boats float. Shut the fuck up. Not the point. They didn't put any gas in their fucking jet wings, and then the fucking plane crashed. What do you expect? Fucking magical birds to fucking swing around you and guide you to the fucking Netherlands? What the fuck? Dude, it's just every single anime in one game, and it doesn't do like fucking Fortnite numbers. That's insane to me. I mean, come on, you have all animes in one game, and your game's not even goddamn around anymore. It's not hard to say at all that Jump Force was the goddamn biggest anime game flop of all fucking time. I don't understand it. I don't understand how they got all this shit. I don't know how much money they put into getting all these animes in this goddamn game. Honestly, I don't know, man. I don't know how they're making money. I don't know any of this shit, because the reality is they added like 6 goddamn DLCs that sucked. They didn't add anything else to the game other than, yo, you want to fight this person, and you want to fight this person, and you want to fight this person. Oh wait, every mission you fight this random fucking AI that you don't goddamn give a shit about.
Into the mouth. Nice.
So to wrap up the finale, man, the reason that Jump Force was so shit because of the amount of hype, the amount of anime games, the amount of money I believe they spent to get all these animes in one game, and the fact is, the shit was so bad that it's like, why the fuck did you even like attempt this shit if this was your great idea for a game? Like seriously, the characters they just feel boring, man. They don't feel like character. I think the story is worse than each story I showed you on this shit. Man, One Piece Carnival doesn't have a story, but I think if they had a story, that shit would have been better than Jump Force. There's just so much bad and barely any good. The good in the game is there's all these enemies, and you get to use your abilities. The bad in the game is the combat, honestly, is just a worse version of Xenoverse and Shinobi Striker. The abilities are lackluster compared to like the actual show's version. The cosmetics, it just feels like it takes forever to grind for some of them. They're boring. The only thing you grind for in this game are abilities and cosmetics. There's no like progression, there's no plot really, there's no story. It's just you going fighting around and fighting. The fighting isn't that creative. The animation isn't creative. Nothing about the game is creative. It feels like, man, Fortnite could do this shit in the game and make it better. You could make this game in Fortnite, you can make this game in Roblox, you can make this game on mobile. You shouldn't pay money for this game. And they realized that you shouldn't even look at the game. They took it off the fucking PlayStation Store, which was probably the best thing Jump Force ever did. But man, that's it for today's video, man. I appreciate all y'all tuning in to the end. If y'all could like and comment for me, that'd mean a lot to me. Helps me out more than you know. And adios.